Hello. If my eyes look all glazed over, I just woke up from a nap. It was nice. Hi, Skippy Simon here. I got a story for you. A couple days ago, I was online and a buddy of mine posted that it was 10 years since Robin Williams passed away. It was sad. You know, I mean, he told his story about meeting Robin Williams, and I had a good laugh about it. And so I figured I'd tell mine. You know, I posted a picture of the picture I took of Robin Williams at the Comedy Store when we were partying with him. Because it was Rick Ingram's 25th birthday party. I don't know how old Rick is now, but Rick and I were friends back then. Rick, I took him when he first got to the Comedy Store. He was a good kid, and I took him down to the La Jolla Comedy Store for their Wednesday night. It's like an open mic or something. I'm not sure. Wednesday, Thursday is like open mic. We went down there and I partied. I got him so trashed that he couldn't get on stage. He just drank and smoked a little too much beforehand. Yeah, good old days. But this time was from Rick's 25th birthday. Rick Ingram was turning 25. Yay, he turned 25. We're at the Comedy Store. It was a dead night at the Comedy Store. Dead. Back in the early 2000s, the Comedy Store was a cemetery. We called it the Dark Times. I mean, they weren't putting any money into advertising. They weren't having anything special going on. It was just like, hey, if you feel like showing up, show up. And it was a weekday, just dead. And I was hanging out. I don't think I had a spot that night. I was just hanging out, drinking. And the room was just dead. Alright? And what made it even worse is there was this table of three gentlemen who just had their arms like this the whole time. Alright? That's body language speaking loud and clear that, like, hey, I got my walls up right now. Nothing's funny right now, so whatever. Out of nowhere, Robin Williams shows up. And he was like, yeah, I was bored. I was sitting at the Mondrian across the street. I'm in town to do some promotions for my new movie on Leno. So I figured I'd come down here and do some jokes. Well, that night I saw something I never thought that I would see in my fucking life. And mind you, I've seen all the greats do this. It happens. Okay? But I watched Robin Williams bomb on stage. I watched Robin Williams not be able to connect with an audience. It was strange, to say the least. He was up there for 10 minutes, those three guys not giving him a budge. And he was doing a lot of the jokes that he did on the Oscars. He was up there floundering and nobody was laughing. And it was just really strange. And I remember after about 10 minutes, He took a step away from the microphone. He goes, and he comes back to the mic and he goes, I want to thank everybody in this audience tonight. I want to thank all of you for humbling my ass. Thank you. Thank you. And all the comedians in the back just started Rudy clapping for him because we'd all been there. We've all been humbled by shitty audiences. And then he got off stage and we partied. Like, it was like it never happened. We were hanging out with Robin Williams the whole night. Myself and a handful of other comedians who just happened to be there. And one of them happened to be Rick Ingram, who was having his 25th birthday party. And I watched Robin and Rick improv off of each other. Because Rick would do... There's a comedian named Argus Hamilton at the Comedy Store, old school comedian, but back in the 80s he was like a huge drunk and cokehead. And Rick does an imitation of drunk called Drunk Argus, where he pretends to be Argus from back in the 80s, and it is just spot on hysterical. He, for his 25th birthday, was making Robin Williams piss his pants laughing. Rick's imitation had Robin Williams on the floor. He was doing Argus Hamilton, Rick had Robin in stitches. It was absolutely hysterical. And then we took it inside, we took it to the bar. I asked Robin if he wanted a shot. He said no. And so I took a shot. Had some Patron. And as I'm sitting at the bar, Robin's right next to me. Right next to me. Okay? Robin's right next to me. And the talent coordinator comes through the saloon doors in the back bar area at the Comedy Store. And he goes, hey, Skippy, why don't you ask Robin if he wants to come in the main room and smoke some pot with us? So I smashed Robin on the shoulder. I kid you not. I smacked him on the shoulder. I'm like, hey, Robin, you want to go smoke some weed with us in the main room? And Robin goes, ooh, I haven't in 30 years, but yes. And we smoked out with Robin Williams for Rick's 25th birthday. And just like with George Carlin, it was like hanging out with an old friend. It was awesome. We got high with Robin. He sat there and told us all these amazing stories about Belushi and Kinnison and Pryor. All these crazy stories. And we hung out with him for hours. God, he's such a nice guy. Real down to earth. Yeah, he was great. That's what he was. He was great. I miss you, Robin. Everybody does. If you don't miss Robin Williams, you don't have a soul. There, I said it. But yeah, he was. I remember the first time I met Robin Williams. That was funny too. The first time I met Robin was coming through the parking lot with Byron Allen. Byron Allen is this gentleman who I first saw on a TV show called Real People back when I was a little kid. And he eventually did a show called Comics Unleashed, I believe, and he became a producer of a lot of TV shows. Just, super awesome guy. And he's coming through the parking lot with Robin. And I go, oh my God, Robin, I haven't seen you in so long. How are you? And Robin goes, do I know you? And I go, no, I just haven't seen you in a long time. And he goes, ha ha. And he just started laughing. And we just hit it off from there. And yeah, he was just a super nice guy. Yeah. But that's my story. I'm sticking with it. That was a great birthday for Rick. That was a fun ass time for us. Good times. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.